I'm your host of American Dream TV, Steve Garrett. We're here today at the Noble Correctional Institute with Ride for Life. This is going to be a super impactful episode and you don't want to miss this. In a moment, we're going to have 2,500 inmates filling this yard with a crazy stunt show. You won't want to miss this. All right, I'm here with Scott Carbulad, the founder of Ride for Life Ministries. Scott, welcome to American Dream TV.
Thank you.
All right, so here we are in prison.
Yes.
And I'm gonna have to tell you, I have not done an interview in prison. So how did we get here?
It's a very good question. Long story short, I went down a few wrong roads.
No pun intended, right?
Right.
Yeah, right.
Both on the bike and more so off the bike.
Okay.
Started making bad decisions. It just led into this whirlwind effect of being lost. And long story short, I fell into success in the world as a motorcycle stunt rider.
Yeah.
This group I started called the Star Boys back in the 90s and 2000. And we started traveling all over the world and we thought we were rock stars.
Right.
And we were getting paid like rock stars, but I had no foundation, definitely not in faith, or no foundational skills in life.
So what led you to the moment where you're like, you know what, I'm gonna come minister to guys that are in prison and take the one thing that I'm really good at. I mean, you're amazing on this bike.
Sure.
What led to that point where you're like, that epiphany moment?
Well, this is where I get pretty emotional and serious.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
I pushed the world and what the world had to offer to the maximum limits.
Sure.
I paid the maximum price. So on October 4th, 2011, it's a long story, but I was gonna end my life. I just found no contentment. I found no enjoyment of life. And this is after being very successful in the world. And then I fell into severe addiction. It's just yada, yada, yada. You just go down this path of brokenness. Right. And it got so desperate that I felt I was doing mankind and my family, my kids a service by just getting rid of myself.
Sure.
So that was my come to Jesus moment. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Like it was the split second decision, like the thief on the cross. Like, God, if you truly exist, just answer this one prayer. Stop me from taking my life tonight. And the rest is kind of right here, right now. So he took me from like just overnight, just complete grabbing me. I knew I was in the hands of God, and I knew I'd been played a fool for 20 some years. I was listening to the wrong voices in my head and cleaned me up, transformed me. And then he said, Scotty, I've saved you, go tell the world, start in prison.
Right.
So, I was praying for God to put me to use. And somehow, it was obvious because my life of chaos, I should be serving multiple life sentences for what I did. But God saved me for a time such as this.
There's definitely, out here with the yard party and stuff like that, I mean, you just feel the energy, you feel the connectiveness, and you just have this passion and this way of like speaking to the inmates, which is just on a whole nother level that I've ever seen before, ever experienced. And so, just to see that, and then also you're one with the bike, and you've got some fantastic stunt riders and stuff. I mean, your son's out here, that's your favorite rider. He's crazy, but that's good, I love it. And so, Scott Carbulad, I thank you so much for spending some time.
Thank you for coming into prison with me.
I hope I can get out. I need to get out.
I made a request to keep a couple of eyes behind.
Got a little list.
All right,
thanks, brother, I appreciate it. That was amazing. The Ride for Life crew and everything that they do on those bikes, absolutely amazing. I hope that you're able to see how they're changing lives and just offering hope to the inmates all across the nation. Until next time, I'm Steve Garrett, your host of American Dream TV.